afternoon and welcome to Fesmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs. My name is Grace White. I'll be doing play-by-play for y'all today. Tonight's matchup features the Union University Lady Bulldogs facing the Delta State Lady Statesmen. This is Delta State's first weekend of conference play. The Lady Bulldogs came off of last weekend, their first weekend against number 13 West Alabama, winning 2 of 3 from the Tigers. On the mound for the Lady Bulldogs tonight is Lainey Baker. She pitched game 1 against the Tigers of West Alabama, going 8 innings, a complete game, striking out 15. Her season stats so far are a 2.21 ERA with a 3-2 record. She has a 194 batting average against. She is from Cartersville, Georgia, a graduate of Woodland High School, transferred to Union. This is her first season after playing last year at Samford University. We're getting ready for first pitch here shortly. It's a sunny 59 degrees here in Jackson, Tennessee tonight. The wind's blowing 9 miles an hour. You can see the flag waving in left center field. Leading off for the Lady Statesmen is Reagan Stafford. She is a senior this year. She'll be playing right field for the Statesmen today. First pitch is a ball on the outside part of the plate. Stafford leads the Lady Statesmen with a .424 batting average. She has 3 doubles, 3 RBIs, .487 on base percentage. Strike 1 to Stafford. Gets on almost half the time for the Lady Statesmen. Let's see if the Bulldogs can keep her off the base paths today. A ball high and in. Lady Bulldogs are in slapper defense with Zoe Neal at first base playing behind the bag. Briley Carneal playing just in front of the baseline. Macy Neal, the shortstop's in a little bit, as is Sarah Kate Thompson, the third baseman. And Stafford hits a line drive, burns center fielder MJ Jennings. And Stafford's she's on her way to third. And she will be safe. Thought the throw beat her, but she was able to get around that tag by Sarah Kate Thompson. So Stafford is on with a leadoff triple. Coach Sterner doesn't seem to agree with the call. Talking to home plate umpire Lawrence McCullough, who had the call on that play. Now up for Delta State is the catcher, Michaela Helms. Lainey Baker will ask for another ball. Outfield must be a little wet after yesterday's rain. Helms is second on Delta State in batting average. She has a .367 average, 4 doubles, 2 home runs already on the season. That's going to be a foul bunt attempt down the right side. 6 RBIs for Helms on the year. She also gets on base a lot with a .457 on base percentage. 0-1 the count. That will be a ball high on the 2-hole hitter. Let's see what Delta State chooses to do here with a runner on third, nobody out. In the outfield for the Lady Bulldogs from left to right, Cameron Langley, Morgan Jennings, and Mackenzie David. And that's a foul ball high and behind the press box. See if the Lady Bulldogs can get out of this jam here. Another foul ball. Helm's not going down without a fight here. One-two pitch on the way. And it's going to be a swing and a miss by Helms. First strikeout of the afternoon for Laney Baker. One out here for the Lady Bulldogs. And a bunt right to the third baseman. Looks back. Stafford goes to first for the out and overthrows the catcher, Courtney Marlar. I think Stafford would have beat that throw anyway. So that's the second out of the inning, but not before Stafford scores after a leadoff triple. The infield's going to have a conference here. So the three-hole hitter, Sydney Peavy, gets that bunt down, sacrifice bunt to score Stafford from third. Now the cleanup hitter, Bailey Way, will stand in. She's the shortstop today for Delta State. And a ball looks to be maybe a little high on the outside part of the plate. Infield at regular depth here. That pitch is in there for a called strike. 1-1 the count. Swing and a miss for strike two. Baker's living on that outside part of the plate here against left-hander Bailey Way. Swing and a miss. That is Baker's second strikeout of the afternoon, and the Lady Bulldogs are able to escape with only giving up one run to Delta State after a leadoff triple by Reagan Stafford. We will be back with you shortly for the bottom half of the first.
Are you looking for a Christian college or are starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private four-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.
Welcome back to Fesmeyer Field for the bottom half of the first inning here with the Lady Bulldogs facing the Delta State Lady Statesmen. On the mound for Delta State today is going to be Yasmin Jackson. She's a junior. So far she has a 6.77 ERA, 0-2 on the season, .325 batting average against. See if the Lady Bulldogs can take advantage of that here in the bottom of the first inning. At the plate for the Lady Bulldogs is the center fielder, Morgan Jennings. Takes that one outside for ball one. Jennings is hitting .391 on the season, has 18 hits, 1 triple, 2 RBIs. She gets on base over 40% of the time for the Lady Bulldogs. Takes that one for a called strike. Jennings is a native of Senatobia, Mississippi, graduated from Magnolia Heights School. She is in her 3rd season with the Lady Bulldogs. She slaps that one foul down the left field line. See if she can get the Lady Bulldogs going with a leadoff hit. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. It's a ball high and out. 2-2 the count against Jennings. Fouled back around the field house. And they're going to say it's a strike. Not sure what the umpire is calling there. Maybe she stepped out of the box. If I had to guess. Either way, it's out number 1 for the Lady Bulldogs here in the bottom of the 1st. Up now for the Lady Bulldogs is Macy Neal. She is a senior this season. Takes that one on the outside for a ball. Looks like both pitchers are really working that outside part of the plate so far in this game. Neal is leading the Lady Bulldogs with a .435 batting average, 20 hits, 4 doubles, 3 triples, 3 home runs, 19 RBIs. And like Jennings, she gets on over 40% of the time. Takes that one for a ball high. Macy Neal is from Dyer, Tennessee, a graduate of Gibson County High School, transferred here 2 years ago from the University of Tennessee at Martin. Ooh, almost hits her. Catcher's gonna, Michaela Helms is gonna take a second to talk to her pitcher, Yasmin Jackson. Macy Neal had a career year last year, looking to keep that going here in the 2024 season. Has a real hitters count here, 3-0. See if Coach Wallen gives her the green light down at 3rd base. She takes that one for 4 straight balls and a walk for the Lady Bulldogs. Let's see if they can take advantage of that here with Courtney Marlar coming to the plate. Marlar is from Olive Branch, Mississippi. She is a sophomore this year. She's hitting .310 on the season. Has 3 doubles, 1 home run, 7 RBIs. That home run came against West Alabama. It was a go-ahead home run until the Tigers tied it in the top of the 7th. But Macy Neal walked it off in that game. It's going to be a ball on Marlar. Great 2-3 punch here for the Lady Bulldogs. Neal and Marlar worked very well in the lineup together. Called strike. Shadows are creeping across the field as the sun is starting to set here in Jackson, Tennessee. And a bunt. It's going to be a fair ball. And she is going to be out at first, but Macy Neal takes advantage of nobody being at 3rd and goes all the way from 1st to 3rd on the play. Great bunt there by Marlar and great heads-up base running by Macy Neal. Now with 2 outs, the cleanup hitter Zoe Neal comes to the plate. She hit a 3-run bomb against Miles College earlier this week in the midweek doubleheader. Dead center field. See what she does here with 2 outs against Yasmin Jackson. And a ball inside, turned away from that one. Looked like it was pretty tight. Zoe Neal is the sister of Macy Neal. See if she can drive Macy in here, tie the game up. And a called strike, looks to be an off-speed pitch there to even the count at 1. Zoe Neal's hitting .306 on the season, has 11 hits, 2 doubles, 1 home run, 5 RBIs, getting on base over 30% of the time. That'll be a ball, low and in. Being very patient at the plate. On deck is the 5th-year graduate student, Mackenzie David. Oh, man, she straightened that out just a little bit. That was a laser line drive, foul. 2s across the board here in the bottom of the first. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs against Zoe Neal. Looked like a check swing there, fouls it back around the press box. Got that pitch out of the way. See if she can get one she likes here. There's a big gap in left center. Be great if she'd hit it right about now. And a ball that rolls in to the catcher. Macy Neal down at third thought about it, but it stayed in front of the catcher Helms, so she did not advance on the play. 3-2 the count to Zoe Neal. And a hot shot to the shortstop. Oh, right at her. Throws across the first baseman to get the out. That was a great hit by Zoe Neal. Just a few feet either side, it's a base hit. Here we go, 1-0, still Delta State going to the top of the second. We'll be back with you shortly.
Can I get some help?
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
When you hear our name, know that it comes with a promise to give back to the community that built us. A promise to provide a human touch in a world that is becoming more automated. Ever since we put our roots down in Jackson in 1996, we have aspired to be community-focused by supporting programs and organizations that are important to our city. At First Bank, it is our mission to be present in our community and to continue the belief that when you bank local, you get more. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Fesmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs. We are in the top of the second here in this afternoon matchup between the Lady Bulldogs and Delta State. At the plate for Delta State is going to be the designated player, Emma Collier. She is a junior this year. Hitting .267 on the season. Takes that one outside for a ball. It's 1 double so far this season. Lainey Baker is back in the circle for the Lady Bulldogs. She struck out 2 of the 3 outs this last inning. That's going to be a pop-up in the infield. Shortstop Macy Neal calls off Briley Carneal to get that out. It's going to be 1 out for Union here in the top of the second. Last inning, the leadoff batter got a triple, so it's nice to get that leadoff hitter put away here for Union in the top of the second inning. Batting now the third baseman, Callie McConnell. She is hitting .304 on the season. It's that one foul down the left side. Has 1 RBI. Getting on base. Has a on base percentage of .360. Someone won the count here. And McConnell calls time. Baker took a second to get that pitch call there. Ball high. Evens the count at 1. Swing and a miss. Baker's now ahead in the count, 1-2. Has 2 strikeouts already this afternoon. Let's see if she can make it 3 here against McConnell. And another pop-up. Macy Neal will get that one easily. It's 2 outs now. 2 quick outs here in the top of the second inning. Baker settling in the circles. Now batting the first baseman, Caitlin Harmon. Harmon's hitting .308 on the year with 1 RBI. Looking to get something going for Delta State with 2 outs here. Takes that one for a ball. Strike called on the inside corner. Baker just going right in there, not pitching around Harmon at all. Ball there. 2-1 the count. Macy Neal calling time. Talk to her pitcher for a second. Macy Neal, the shortstop, taking charge so far this inning, catching 2 pop-ups. Giving her pitcher a breather there. Baker's about to throw the 2-1 pitch to Harmon. Swing, ground ball to the second baseman, Briley Carneal, who throws across to Zoe Neal for out number 3. 1-2-3 inning for the Lady Bulldogs, and we will head to the bottom of the second. We'll be back with you shortly.
Your life, your home,
your business, your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Can I get some help?
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field, home of the Lady Bulldogs. It is the bottom of the second, in this first game of a 3-game set between Union University Lady Bulldogs and the Delta State Lady Statesmen. Yasmin Jackson back on the mound for Delta State. At the plate for the Lady Bulldogs is Mackenzie David. She is a 5th-year graduate student from Scott, Louisiana. This is her 5th year with the Lady Bulldogs, taking her COVID year this season. She takes the first pitch for a called strike. Looks to be on the inside corner. Naveed hitting .229 so far on the season. Has 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. She's getting on base over 30% of the time for the Lady Bulldogs. See if she can get something started here in the leadoff spot here in the bottom of the second. Fouls that one off. Lady Bulldogs had something going. Let's see if they can break all the way through here in the bottom of the second. Have David, Mallory Hildebrand, and Cameron Langley up 1-2-3 here in the bottom of the second for the Lady Bulldogs. 0-2 the count. And a little pop-up that's going to get down. Second baseman couldn't get that one, and David is going to be safe. Great start here for the Lady Bulldogs. Shortstop Bailey Way gave it all her effort, but just couldn't stretch out quite enough to get that one. Gives the Lady Bulldogs a leadoff base runner here in the bottom of the second with the designated player Mallory Hildebrand up to bat. Hildebrand hitting .300 so far. Has 3 hits. Getting on base, has an on-base percentage of .300. 300s across the board here for Hildebrand. It's going to be a ball high. 1-0 count here with a runner on first for Mallory Hildebrand. It's that sign, gets in ready to go. Yasmin Jackson ready for the pitch here. That's going to be a swing ground ball. Second baseman chooses not to get the lead runner, instead goes straight to first. So Hildebrand was able to hit the ball on the right side, advance Mackenzie David to second base. So the Lady Bulldogs now have a runner in scoring position with only 1 out, and left fielder Cameron Langley at the plate. Langley is a freshman this season from Lebanon, Tennessee, a graduate of Wilson Central High School. See if she can get a hit here with 1 out. Takes that one inside for ball 1. The umpires today behind home plate, Lawrence McCullough. At first base, Robert Johnson. And in the second base umpire, Brooke Parker. It's going to be another ball inside. 2 straight balls here to Langley. We're at second base, Mackenzie David getting a good lead. See if she can score on a base hit here. It's going to be a ball, this time on the outside part of the plate. 3-0 quickly to Cameron Langley. See if the Bulldogs can rally here. With second baseman Bradley Carneal on deck. First strike of the at-bat to Langley on the inside corner. Good take by her. And a swing and a miss. Full count now after being up 3-0. Langley is now down 3-2 here. Yasmin Jackson was able to battle back to a 3-2 count. See if Langley can battle it out and win this at bat here. Foul ball back around the press box. Big spot here for the freshman left fielder. Takes that one on the outside part of the plate for ball 4. Lady Bulldogs now have runners on first and second with second baseman Briley Carnell at the plate. Looks like there's going to be a meeting at the mound here. Maybe trying to settle Jackson down a little bit, give her some advice here. Carnell is a senior from Medina, Tennessee, a graduate of South Gibson County High School. Like Macy Neal, she transferred to Union from the University of Tennessee at Martin. She's hitting .308 so far on the season, has 3 doubles, 2 RBIs, getting on base over 43% of the time for the Lady Bulldogs. Double here would be huge. See if she can add her 4th double to the total. Runners on first and second here in the bottom of the second. Lady Statesmen look to be playing a little bit shallow for the slapper. It's going to be a ball on the outside part of the plate. David taking a hard step off second base. Trying to make Delta State think a little bit about her out there. Brings that pitch a little bit closer to the plate for a called strike. 1-1 here on Briley Carnell. Jackson working that outside part of the plate. Hard line drive down the left field line. Foul. See if Briley Carnell can straighten that one out for a base hit. Down in this count 1-2. Big hole in the right center field gap. Takes that one high for a ball. Catcher Helms looked like she was going to fake the throw to second base. Thinking about Mackenzie David down there. And a ground ball to the third baseman, who is going to dive and touch her base to get the lead runner, Mackenzie David. That was going to be hard for her to get there as the ball was hit straight to the third baseman, McConnell. So now Briley Carnell and Cameron Langley are on base paths. Langley at second, Carnell at first. At the plate now is the transfer from Itawamba Community College, Sarah Kate Thompson, who's playing third base this afternoon for the Lady Bulldogs. Hitting .324 this year so far. Let's see if she can get a hit here. Takes that one outside for a ball. Thompson has 6 RBIs so far this year. Be nice if she could add to that total here with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Runners on first and second. Takes that one outside. 2-0 the count. Center fielder Alyssa Gover is playing slightly to the shortstop side of second base. It's going to be a ball high and in to Thompson. Quickly 3-0 here to the third baseman, Sarah Kate Thompson. Leadoff Morgan Jennings is waiting on deck. Let's see if we can get to her in this inning. Sarah Kate takes that pitch for a called strike. 3-1 the count. Yasmin Jackson looking to get back in this at bat here. Down 3-1 with 2 outs. That's a ground ball straight to the third baseman, who bobbles it. She doesn't have a play. Bases are loaded now for the Lady Bulldogs. That's going to go down as an error on the third baseman, McConnell. Leadoff Morgan Jennings is at the plate now. 0 for 1 so far with a strikeout today. Let's see if she can go 1 for 2 now in this at bat. Ball on the outside part of the plate. Jackson really working that outside part against these left-handed Union hitters. And a line drive foul down the left field line. One the count here on Morgan Jennings. Takes that one high, able to lay off that high pitch there. Counts down 2-1. Base hit or a walk here would help the Lady Bulldogs out by at least tying the game. And a ground ball, third baseman dives. She doesn't have a play once again. It's infield hit for Morgan Jennings. And they have tied the game here with an RBI from Morgan Jennings, who was able to slap that far enough into the hole. The third baseman dove and didn't have a play, as all the runners on were speedy. Bradley Carnell at third, Sarah Kate Thompson at second, and Morgan Jennings now at first for the two-hole hitter Macy Neal, who is leading Union in batting average this year. A hit from Neal would be huge. Takes that one for a ball. Looks to have been off speed. Comes the 1-0 pitch. And a strike on the outside part of the plate. Delta State not giving Macy Neal anything she can drive. Trying to stay away from her as best they can. Sun is finally starting to go down behind the trees here at Fesmeyer Field. Shadows all the way across. Neal takes another off-speed pitch for a ball. It's 2-1 now with the bases loaded. Delta State defense playing straight up. And a hit caught by the third baseman, got jammed a little bit there, and McConnell was able to make a play on that one. The Lady Bulldogs were able to tie it here in the bottom of the second with a RBI from leadoff hitter, center fielder Morgan Jennings. We're back for the top of the third shortly.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs. It's the top of the third here in the Lady Bulldogs matchup with the Lady Statesmen of Delta State. Lady Baker back in the circle for Union with the center fielder Alyssa Gover up. She's hitting .286 this season with 2 home runs, 3 RBIs. Lady Bulldogs tied it in the bottom of the second. It's now 1 apiece. It's going to be a ball on the outside part of the plate. Lady Baker has struck out 2 so far this game. Had a 1-2-3 inning in the top of the second. 2 pop-ups and a ground out. It's going to be a strike on the outside part of the plate. Both pitchers this afternoon staying away from those left-handed hitters, working that outside corner. One and one the count here. And that's going to be a, looks like she wanted a check swing, but ended up going all the way around for strike 2. Nasty pitch there by Lainey Baker that transferred from Samford University. It's her sophomore season, first at Union. Ball high. Courtney Morler was able to get up and get that one from her battery mate, Lainey Baker. Swing and a miss for Lainey Baker's 3rd strikeout of the game. Lady Bulldogs going to throw it around. Now the number 9 batter, the left fielder, Abby Cataldo. She's hitting .281 this season. 6 RBIs, 1 home run. Getting on base over 32% of the time. Takes that one inside for a called strike. It's Lainey Baker. Bulldogs looking to hold Delta State here. Get back at it in the bottom of the 3rd. Ball high to even the count at 1. Lights on here at Festmeyer Field with the sun having almost gone down behind the trees completely. And a hit by pitch puts Cataldo on with 1 out. That is Baker's 4th hit by pitch this season. Lady Bulldogs wearing their red uniforms today with the black pants and the stirrups, while the Delta State Lady Statesmen have the all-white uniforms today. It's going to be a, Stafford thought about bunting, pulled it back. It was still a called strike. 0-1 the count. Stafford's the leadoff hitter. She had a leadoff triple in the top of the 1st, ended up being able to score, giving the Delta State a 1-0 lead until the bottom of the 2nd when the Lady Bulldogs tied it up, courtesy of a Morgan Jennings infield hit. 1-1 the count now on Stafford. Got some action down in the Lady Bulldogs bullpen. Looks to be Addie Abel warming up. Here comes the pitch. And it's going to be outside for a ball. Well off the plate there. It's going to be a ball there. 3-1 the count. Ball high, ball 4 there. And a walk to Stafford, hit by pitch and a walk, and the Delta State now has 2 runners on. Head coach Sydney Sterner is going to call time and go and have a meeting at the mound with her pitcher in the Lady Bulldogs infield. Here we go. Lady Bulldogs getting back ready for this one, with Michaela Helms coming to the plate. Struck out in her first at bat. She's going to be looking to do some damage here with runners on first and second against Lainey Baker. It's going to be a called strike on the inside part of the plate. Baker looking to stay ahead after hitting Cataldo and walking Stafford. See if the Union University Lady Bulldogs can get out of this one. First baseman Zoe Neal's playing a little bit in. Sarah Kate Thompson at third base playing in front of the bag as well. Fouls that one back. It's going to be 0-2. Quickly ahead is Lainey Baker. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. It's going to be a ball outside. Had one to waste there. 1-2 the count. After going down 1-2-3 in the top of the second, Delta State has life here in the top of the third. Fouled straight back by Helms. Not going down easily here against Baker. And a swing and a miss. That is going to be a strikeout for Helms. And Lainey Baker's fourth strikeout of the afternoon, with Sydney Peavy coming to the plate. She's the second baseman in tonight's game. Huge out there for Baker and the Lady Bulldogs. See if I can get one more and get out of this jam. It's going to be a foul ball. See if the left fielder, just short, not quite able to get there, is Cameron Langley. Good hustle by her in left field, as well as the third baseman Sarah Kate Thompson and the shortstop Macy Neal. Just kind of in that triangle, neither of them could get to it. Owen won the count here for Peavy. Has one RBI after a sacrifice bunt in the top of the first. And a check swing. Did she go? Yes, she did. It's going to be 0-2. The count here. Quickly down 0-2, I should say. Here with Peavy facing Lainey Baker, who received Pitcher of the Week this week for her standout performance against West Alabama. Takes that for a strike three. That's going to be Baker's fifth strikeout of the game. And the Lady Bulldogs are able to get out of that jam there in the top of the third. Here we go to the bottom of the fourth. We'll be back with you shortly.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 750,000 views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,500 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Welcome back to Fessmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs. Able to get out of a jam in the top of the third inning to keep the score tied at 1 apiece. Three-hole hitter Courtney Marler is going to be at the plate now. She walked her first at bat. Yasmin Jackson back on the mound for Delta State. Jackson has given up 1 run on 2 hits while walking 2 and striking out 1. Comes the pitch. It's going to be a called strike on the inside corner. Both pitchers working more inside on right-handed batters tonight, staying away from the lefties. It's going to be another strike on the inside corner. Muller didn't want to swing at that one. It could have been about the same spot as the first one. 0-2 down quickly against Marler. Takes a ball there. 1-2 the count. Marler looking to get on base here, leading off the bottom of the third inning for the Union Lady Bulldogs. Fouled that one off. Not going to get caught looking on that same pitch. She's taken twice in this at bat. What you got to do in at bats like this, foul the pitcher's pitch off until you can get yours. 1-2 the count. And a ground ball that's going to be through the hole, past the second baseman who dove for that. Sydney Peavy couldn't quite get that one. That's going to be a base hit for Marler after being down 0-2 in that at bat. Great at bat by Marler to come back 0-2 for a base hit. Now the cleanup hitter Zoe Neal. See what she can do here. Getting the sign from third base coach Brian Wallen. Neal is 0 for 1 so far in this one. See if she can get a base hit here. It's going to be another strike on the inside corner. Man, Jackson is hammering that inside corner against these right-handed Lady Bulldogs hitters. Bunt, and she's going to get that one down. Pitcher Jackson's going to throw over to the second baseman Peavy to get that one. Zoe is able to advance Courtney Marler to second, so now the Lady Bulldogs have a runner in scoring position with 1 out and fifth-year graduate student Mackenzie David at the plate. David is 1 for 1 in this one. Got an infield hit her last at bat when the shortstop just couldn't quite stretch enough when she dove to make the play. Fouls that one straight back. Coming out hacking here. Wanting to get another run on the board for the Lady Bulldogs. Home run swing there from David. David still looking for her first home run of the season here in the second conference series of the season against Delta State. Takes a ball high. Takes that one inside for a ball. 2-1 the count on Mackenzie David. Taking a breath before she gets in the box. Big spot here for the 5th-year graduate student from Scott, Louisiana. And another ball inside. 3-1 the count. Hitters count right here. See if she can get something she can drive. That left center gap is wide open for David. She fouls that one back over towards the first base side of the press box. Stay on that one. It would go a long way. See if she can do that here in this pitch here. Takes time there. Taking control of this at bat is David. She's a veteran on this Lady Bulldogs squad. And she hits a ball that's going to be out of reach of the shortstop. Marlar's going to move up to third. Couldn't go all the way home with one out. Not sure if the shortstop was going to get there. David is going to scramble back to first base. So runners on first and third for the Lady Bulldogs. That's going to be a base hit for David, her second of the day. Great at bat by David there. Shortstop Bailey Way just couldn't quite reach that ball. It's been a couple of like that for her today. Lady Bulldogs just placing it just right around this Delta State defense. Sometimes that's just the way they fall, folks. And today it's in the Lady Bulldogs' favor, which is great for us. At the plate now is the designated player, Mallory Hildebrand. She's 0 for 1 so far in this one. With one out here, let's see if she can do some damage. Hildebrand is from Montgomery, Alabama. Graduated from Montgomery Catholic Preparatory School. She's a sophomore this season for the Lady Bulldogs. It's going to be a ball inside. Jackson trying to get out of a jam here. About to throw her 65th pitch of the game here in the bottom of the third inning. Had some long innings on both sides of the ball. Delta State working against Laney Baker, and the Lady Bulldogs working here against the Yasmin Jackson. It's been a tough game for the pitchers. Ball 2 inside. Getting the sign is Jackson. Getting ready for the pitch. Line drive right back up the middle. It's going to score Marlar. David's going to hold up at second. Line shot up the middle by the DP, Mallory Hildebrand, who gets her an RBI in this one. Clutch hit there by Hildebrand. That's her first RBI of the season. So a great job for her there. Keeping this offense rolling with the freshman left fielder Cameron Langley at the plate. Langley walked her first at bat. Takes that one for a ball. Looks like the strike zone might have shrunk a little bit as this game has gone on. 1-0 here, the count to Cameron Langley. Another ball there, 2 straight balls to Cameron Langley. The Union baseball team getting ready to start. Behind us here. Swing and a miss there by Langley. Takes a hard cut at that. 2-1 the count. See if she can make contact in this next one. Left center gap is wide open for Langley. She can grab one of those inside pitches in that gap. That'd be huge for the Lady Bulldogs here as they are up 2-1 now in the bottom of the third. Swing and a miss. Tip that one back into the catcher, Helms, able to hang on to that for strike 2. 2-2 the count. With one out here in the bottom of the third. The Lady Bulldogs up 2-1. Hits that one high in the air. Who wants it? That's going to be the center fielder, Alyssa Gover. She's going to go over and get that one. David and Hildebrand stay at second and first. Brings up the second baseman, Briley Carneal. 0 for 1 so far today. See if she can get something going with 2 outs here in the bottom of the third. Hits that one foul over the third base dugout. Hard foul ball there by Carneal. Oh, and 1 the count on Briley Carneal. Ooh, bunt. Showed bunt, pulled it back for ball 1. Delta State defense didn't necessarily look ready for a bunt there with the infield playing back a little bit. With Carneal's speed, probably could have gotten on if she'd have dropped a bunt down in the right spot. Oh. She did not go around, says the third base umpire, Brooke Parker. It's going to be 2-1 now on Carneal. That pitch looked like it almost hit her. It's going to be a ball on the outside part of the plate. 3-1 now the count to Carneal. Great hitters count here with 2 outs. Hits that one straight to the third baseman, who's just going to tag her base for the third out of the inning. But not before the Lady Bulldogs are able to get another run, courtesy of a shot up the middle by Mallory Hildebrand. It's 2-1 Lady Bulldogs going to the top of the fourth. We'll be right back with you.
What just happened? So happy. Oh.
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
When you hear our name, know that it comes with a promise to give back to the community that built us, a promise to provide a human touch in a world that is becoming more automated. Ever since we put our roots down in Jackson in 1996, we have aspired to be community-focused by supporting programs and organizations that are important to our city. At First Bank, it is our mission to be present in our community and to continue the belief that when you bank local, you get more. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to Festmeyer Field here in the top of the fourth inning of the first game of a 3-game set between the Lady Bulldogs of Union University and the Lady Statesmen of Delta State. It's a called strike for Lainey Baker. The shortstop for Delta State, Bailey Way, is at the plate. She struck out in her last at-bat. Hits that one, pop up. First baseman Zoe Neal's going to call Baker off to get that one. Great job not making her pitcher work. Infielders are taught, if you can get it, get it. Don't let the pitcher out of the circle if you don't have to. Great job by Zoe Neal there. The designated player Emma Collier at the plate now. Baker's only allowed 1 run so far in this game, struck out 5 Lady Statesmen. Throws that one in for a called strike on the inside part of the plate. Getting a little chillier out there. Shortstop Macy Neal wearing her ear warmers now. 0-1 the count. Must have been a little high there for ball 1. 1-1 the count. McCoyer's 0 for 1 so far in this one. Ball 2. Lady Statesmen have 1 hit so far in this one. It was a leadoff triple by Reagan Stafford. She ended up scoring in the top of the first, and that's been pretty much all the offense for the Lady Statesmen. Baker did hit a batter and walk 1 back in the second, but she's been able to, in the third, excuse me, but she's been able to be pretty efficient since then. Strike called. 3-2, full here for Emma Collier. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. It's going to be Lainey Baker's 6th strikeout of the game. Came back there and was able to get Emma Collier for an out. For out number 2. Let's see if she can get Callie McConnell here, make it 3 up, 3 down in the top half of the 4th. Ball inside to McConnell. Hard foul ball down the left side. 1-1 the count. Lainey Baker gets some rosin on her hand as she prepares to throw this next pitch. It's going to be her 58th pitch of the game. Ball outside. Connell working ahead in this at bat. Oh, that must have been oh, well, 2-2. Home plate umpire Lawrence McCullough got a little ahead of himself there. Called strike 3. It was only strike 2. I was kind of confused there. 2's across the board. 2-2 the count. 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. And a ball makes it 3-2 the count. Wind has pretty much quit blowing here at Fessmeyer Field. The flag is kind of drifting a little bit, but not near as hard as it was earlier in this game. Ground ball, shortstop Macy Neal gloves it, throws over to Zoe Neal for out number 3 in this one. Goes 3 up, 3 down here in the top of the 4th inning. Going to the bottom of the 4th. We'll be back with you shortly.
Are you looking for a Christian college or starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private four-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.
Welcome back to Fessmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs. Here in the bottom of the fourth we go. It's going to be third baseman Sarah Kate Thompson at the plate. She's 0 for 1 so far in this one. Yasmin Jackson still on the mound for Delta State. Jackson has given up 2 runs, 1 earned, 5 hits, 2 walks, and 1 strikeout so far. Oh, showed bunt. It's going to be a foul. Strike 1 on Thompson. It's her second at bat of the game, as the Lady Bulldogs are up 2 to 1 in this one. First series of conference play for Delta State here. Second for the Lady Bulldogs after winning the series against number 13 West Alabama 2 to 1 last weekend. Had their 2 wins were walk-off victories. Great weekend of softball for the Lady Bulldogs. See if they can continue it here against Delta State before going on the road to Valdosta State next weekend. 0-2 the count to Sarah Kate Thompson. It's going to be a ball outside. 1-2 the count. Tomorrow will be a doubleheader between these 2 teams. And that's going to be a line drive off the shortstop. Bailey Way's glove. It's going to be a base hit for Thompson. Hard shot, just out of reach of Way. Couldn't quite get that one. Now the leadoff, Morgan Jennings at the plate. Jennings is 1 for 2 in this game. She has 1 RBI. Was able to tie this game back in the bottom of the second. It's going to be a bunt. Third baseman gets it, throws across to the second baseman. Called her out. Coach Sterner does not like that call. Thinks that maybe the second baseman wasn't all the way on the bag. Jennings is taking time down there. Trainer Cade Canada running across the field to see how she's doing. But whether Jennings is out or safe at first, she did move Thompson to second. So whether the Lady Bulldogs will have 1 or 2 runners on is the question, but they have at least one runner on, and she is in scoring position. So that is a good thing. Sydney Sterner still talking to Robert Johnson down at first base about that call. She was definitely not a fan of that call, but Jennings will be out. And at the plate now is Macy Neal, who is 0 for 1 with a walk. See if she can get a hit here with Thompson in scoring position. Takes that one for ball inside. For the senior from Dyer, Tennessee. Hit from her here would be huge. Extend the lead. Right now the Lady Bulldogs are winning by 1. Be nice to have some breathing room here in the bottom of the 4th. Takes that one outside and low for a ball, 2 balls. With Macy Neal's track record, Delta State isn't going to give her anything she can hit, at least not intentionally, I wouldn't think. Here Macy Neal needs to be patient, wait for her pitch, see if they make a mistake. Gonna be ball in. Looked like she was gonna bunt on that one. Pulls back though for ball 3. Way ahead in this one. Wonder if she'll have the green light here. 3-0. To Macy Neal. Shows bunt, called strike. Pulls back on that one, but it's still called a strike by the home plate umpire, Lawrence McCullough. Sarah Kate Thompson down at second base is ready. See if Macy Neal can win this one. With the catcher, Courtney Marler, on deck. Called strike on the outside corner. Makes it a full count, 3-2. Shows 3-2-1 on the board in right field. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 4th. Jackson has worked her way back into this one after going down 3-0 to Neal. And that's going to be a foul ball back to behind us. Macy Neal choking up on the bat a little bit. See ball, hit ball here for Macy Neal. That shortstop side of second base is wide open. Let's see. It's going to be a ground ball. Dribbler. First baseman's going to have it. She's not going to make it back in time. Tried to take it herself, but Macy Neal with her speed was able to beat the tap on the first base. That's going to be a hit for her. An infield hit to move Sarah Kate Thompson to third base. So the Lady Bulldogs now have runners on first and third with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th. Delta State's going to have a conference on the mound. Let's see what they choose to do here. Seven hits so far in this one for the Lady Bulldogs. 1 from Jennings, 1 from Neal, 1 from Marler, 2 from Mackenzie David, and one from Mallory Hildebrand, and 1 from Sarah Kate Thompson. Catcher Courtney Marler at the plate, 1 for 1 with a sac bunt in this one. Jackson is going to remain in the circle for Delta State. 1 out, runners on first and third with Courtney Marler at the plate. Got some speed on the base paths with Sarah Kate Thompson at third and Macy Neal at first. Shows bunt, misses it, throws down to third, doesn't get Sarah Kate Thompson. Macy Neal moves from first to second, so now both runners are in scoring position. 0-1 the count on Courtney Marler. Ball high to Marler, makes the count even at 1. Jackson's about to throw her 89th pitch of the game. See if Lady Bulldogs can break through for more here in the bottom of the 4th. Marler takes that off-speed pitch on the outside part of the plate for a called strike. 1-2 the count, with first baseman Zoe Neal waiting on deck. Ground ball back to the pitcher. Thinks about it. Sarah Kate it over at third. Throws across to first base to get the out. Sarah Kate Thompson couldn't score on that play. So runners remain at second and third, and 2 outs with first baseman Zoe Neal coming to the plate. Zoe is 0 for 1 with a sac bunt in this one. Hit a towering 3-run home run in the midweek doubleheader against Miles College. See if she can do something similar here. 2 outs in the bottom of the 4th. Takes that one inside for a ball. Oh, shot down the left field, but it's foul. Straighten that out a little bit. 1-1 the count. Interesting that with such a gap in left center, they're still pitching her inside. High and out. Oh, baseball just hit the window right in front of me here in the press box. I don't think that's ever happened since I've been up here, although this is my first year, so it's not shocking. 2-1 the count here, 2 outs. Zoe Neal at the plate. Takes that one high and out. 3-1 the count. Just as I say, why are they pitching her inside? They're deciding to go high and out now against Zoe Neal. It's going to be a ball 4 here to make the bases loaded. Good at bat by Zoe to get a walk there. Load the bases for Mackenzie David, who is 2 for 2 in this one. See if she can make it 3 for 3. Veteran on this squad. 5-hole hitter today. Provides some great protection for those in front of her with her bat. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Kenzie DeVete at the plate. Takes that one for a strike inside. 0-1. Be great if the Lady Bulldogs could push a run or 2 across here. Give their pitcher Lenny Baker some breathing room. And a foul straight back. 0-2, the count on Mackenzie David. Didn't leave anything out there on that swing. Hard cut on that ball for David. Swing and a miss on that high pitch by Jackson. Able to get Mackenzie David out for the 3rd out of the inning. Lady Bulldogs leave them loaded here in the bottom of the 4th. We're going to the top of the 5th. Be back with you shortly.
Your life. Your home.
Your business. Your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Welcome back to Fesmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs. It is the top of the 5th here in Game 1 between these Lady Bulldogs and Delta State. Delta State was able to get out of a bases-loaded jam last half inning. Caitlin Harmon is at the plate now for Delta State. She is the first baseman in today's game. Lainey Baker back in the circle for the Lady Bulldogs. First pitch of this inning is a called strike on the inside part of the plate. Baker has 6 strikeouts so far in this one, has allowed only 1 run on 1 hit and 1 walk. Baker got pitcher of the week this week after her 8-inning complete game performance against number 13 West Allen, in which she struck out 15 Tigers. Foul ball there makes the count 0-2 to Harmon. Chasing that ball down. See if she wants another one, wants to keep that one. Looks like she'll keep it, rubbing it against her pants. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. That is Baker's 7th strikeout of the game. First out of this top half of the 5th inning. Alyssa Gover up to bat. She's a center fielder for Delta State in this one. Quickly 1 out for Union. Swing and a miss on that outside part of the plate. So far in this inning, Baker's thrown all strikes. Working very efficiently. Called strike, 0-2. Baker's finding her groove here in this one. Foul ball over the third base dugout. Makes the count still 0-2. 1 out here. Oh. She check swung and missed, but Courtney Marler was unable to keep that in front. So she will get on. Gover is now at first. That is Baker's 8th strikeout of the game. Just doesn't count as an out. Abby Cataldo now at the plate. She was hit by a pitch last at bat. And she fouls this one back behind the press box. So 0-1 the count to Cataldo. And Gover at first base. State looking to at least tie this game here in the top of the 5th. Ball 1, or strike 2 to Cataldo. Oh, well, no, 1-1. Scoreboard is off a little bit. So 1-1 the count. Fouled back. Jammed her up a little bit on that one. 1-2. Baker's throwing it right in there, daring these Delta State hitters to hit it. Swing and a miss. 9th strikeout of the game for Lainey Baker. That is the 2nd out of the inning. Technically her 3rd strikeout of the inning. Just Gover got to get on 3rd because just couldn't get it down there in time to get her out. Leadoff Reagan Stafford at the plate now. 1 for 1 with a walk in this game. She scored the only one in the game so far for Delta State after she hit a leadoff triple. Takes that one on the outside part of the plate for a called strike. Not sure she liked that call. 0-1 the count with 2 outs here. Coach Sydney Sterner down there calling pitches for Union. Oh, so close. Courtney Marler fired that down to Zoe Neal at first base. Just couldn't quite get her there. It was a great attempt though, as Gover was able to get back in safely. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 1-2 the count here on Stafford. Ball outside. Evens the count at 2. 2's on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. See if Lainey Baker can get an out here to send it to the bottom of the 5th, where the Lady Bulldogs will try to extend their lead. It's going to be a pop-up shallow center, and Morgan Jennings has it. It's going to be 3 outs. Here we go to the top of the bottom of the 5th. We're back with you.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
And we're back here at Fessmeyer Field for the bottom half of the 5th inning. Mallory Hildebrand will be up to bat. Hit a line drive back up the middle, her last at bat, to break a 1-1 tie, give the Lady Bulldogs a 2-1 lead here in this one.
Batting now, number 37, Mallory Hildebrand.
Yasmin Jackson still on the mound for Delta State. This will be her 101st pitch. And a ground ball foul by Hildebrand. 0-1. Coming out swinging here in this at-bat. Looking to add another hit to her total today. Lady Bulldogs have had 7 hits so far in this one, 9 runners left on base. It's going to be a ball inside. Swing and a miss by Hildebrand. First strike 2, that looked to have been an off-speed pitch. Jackson got that in by her to make it 1-2. See if Hildebrand can get on here with Cameron Langley on deck. Swing and a miss on another off-speed pitch. Catcher Helms tags Hildebrand out for out number 1 of this one. Left fielder Cameron Langley at the plate now. That was Jackson's 3rd strikeout of the game. Her defense was pretty excited about that one. Langley takes that inside for a ball. She is 0 for 1 with a walk in this game. Love for her to get a hit here. Hits that one hard to the shortstop. Able to get it, fire across to first for the 2nd out. Gave that one a good lick just right at the shortstop, Bailey Way. Second baseman Bradley Carneal out the plate. She's 0 for 2 so far. See if she can get something going with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 5th. Fouled at the plate. Catcher Helms gets that one back to Jackson. Shortstop Bailey Way playing back here against the slapper Carneal. Takes that one outside for a ball. Sarah Kate Thompson, the 3rd baseman, on deck. See if we can get to her here in this one. Carneal takes that pitch outside for a strike. Not sure she liked that one. She kind of stood there for a second after she had done her walk through. 1-2 the count here with 2 outs. Ball 2, high and out. Jackson wanted that one, as did her Delta State defense. Ground ball to the 3rd baseman, eats it up, goes to first for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down here for Delta State as they go into the top of the 6th, looking to add some more here against Union. Union's ahead 2-1, going to the top of the 6th. We'll be back with you shortly.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 750,000 views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,500 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios, the premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.
Welcome back to Fesmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs. Here in the top of the sixth of game one between Delta State and Union. Lainey Baker back in the circle for the Lady Bulldogs. She has 9 strikeouts so far today, giving up 1 run on 1 hit, and walked only 1 Lady Statesman. The 2-hole hitter, catcher Michaela Helms, is at the plate. She has had 2 at-bats and struck out twice against Baker. See what she does here in her 3rd at-bat. Fouled back, coming right out swinging. Delta State has kept Union at bay since the bottom of the 3rd inning, looking to get back here in this game here. Swings at that pitch off speed. Makes it 0-2 here to Helms. And strike 3 called. Off-speed pitch on the outside corner for Lainey Baker's 10th strikeout of the game. What a pitch there by the sophomore. Delta State has only 1 hit against Baker. It came in the very first at-bat of the game by Reagan Stafford. Since then, Baker has pretty much kept Delta State's bats silent. Ball in the dirt to Sydney Peavy, the second baseman for Delta State. What a game here so far for Baker. Following up on her 15 strikeout performance in her appearance against West Alabama last weekend. 2 straight balls to Peavy. It's 2-0, 1 out in the top of the 6th. Pops that one up. Shortstop Mason Neal is able to get under to get that for the 2nd out of the inning. 2 up, 2 down. And shortstop Bailey Way will be at the plate. She is 0 for 2 in this one with a strikeout.
Batting now number 2, Bailey Way.
Let's see if she can figure out Baker in this at bat. Baker on a roll here. Takes that on the outside corner for strike 1. Baker is doing a great job of painting the corners in this one, mixing in some off-speed pitches, keeping the Delta State offense off balance throughout this whole game. Strike 2. Foul ball over the 3rd base dugout, hits the field house as Way stays alive in her 3rd at bat against Lainey Baker. 0-2 the count in the top of the 6th, 2 outs. Swing and a miss for strikeout number 11. 1-2-3 in the top of the 6th. Lainey Baker's throwing a beauty here, folks. It's going into the bottom of the 6th. 2-1 Lady Bulldogs. We'll be back with you shortly.
Are you looking for a Christian college or starting the college search process? I want to take a second to tell you about my school, Union University in Jackson, Tennessee. Union is a private 4-year university known for its rigorous academics, Christ-centered community, and the success of its graduates. My favorite part about Union is the faculty. The professors here are so intentional about helping students grow not only academically, but also spiritually. You should check out Union for yourself. Come for a visit. I know you'll love it. At Union University, you'll be transformed.
Welcome back to Fesmeyer Field, the bottom of the 6th. In game 1 between Delta State and Union University, third baseman Sarah Kate Thompson at the plate. Lainey Baker got her 11th strikeout for the third out of the top of the 6th. She has thrown a gem in this one so far. Yasmin Jackson still on the mound for Delta State. Throws in that pitch for a strike against Sarah Kate Thompson, who is 1 for 2 in this one. See if the Lady Bulldogs can push across some more runs in the bottom of the 6th. Quick 2 strikes to Sarah Kate Thompson. Down 0-2. See if she can battle back here to get on base. With leadoff Morgan Jennings on deck. Jackson throws that one farther outside. See if she could get Thompson to chase. She doesn't. It's 1-2 now. A foul ball down the left field line. Keeps the count at 1-2. Thompson battling here. No outs in the bottom of the 6th. Union Baseball is scoreless so far in their game, going on right behind us. They are playing Delta State as well. Comes a pitch from Jackson. Thompson hits that one. Oh, it's going to be a little dribbler. It's going to stay fair. Third baseman doesn't have a play. That's going to be an infield hit. It's going to be safe. Great job by Sarah Kate Thompson. Beat that easily. For her second hit of the game. She is on first base now with Morgan Jennings up, who is 1 for 2 with an RBI. Center fielder in this game for the Lady Bulldogs. The Thompson's hit is the 8th of the game for Union. And she shows bunt. Oh, slaps it right by the pitcher. It's going to get through for a base hit. Thompson is safe at second. What a base hit by Morgan Jennings. Looked like she was going to bunt, and she just slashed it right past the pitcher. Jackson through past the shortstop. Everybody safe. Runners on first and second now for Macy Neal. 1 for 2 in this game with a walk. Another meeting at the mound for Delta State. No outs. Runners on first and second. Perfect opportunity for Neal to drive in a couple of runs. See if she can do it here. What a night for Morgan Jennings. Placed that one perfectly. Delta State was not expecting that, folks. Neither was I, for that matter. Here we go, Macy Neal at the plate. Strike on the outside corner. Neal down 0-1 to start it off. See if she can work her way back here. Get one she can drive. Maybe hit one of those gaps out there. With the speed of Thompson and Jennings, base hit might score 2. It's going to be a fly ball. Burns, the left fielder. It's going to get the corner. Thompson's scoring. Jennings is held up at third. And Macy Neal is into second with a double. Great job by Neal there. So 3 back-to-back hits. A single from Thompson, a single from Jennings, and a double from Neal. And now the Lady Bulldogs are up 3-1 here in this bottom of the 6th inning. Catcher Courtney Marler in the box now with both runners in scoring position. She's 1 for 2 in this at-bat in this game. Hits that one foul up around the press box. With Zoe Neal on deck. Great job by the 9-1-2 hitters in this Union lineup. Let's see if the 3, 4, 5 hitters can do some damage as well. Showed bunt, gets it down. First baseman fields it. Only play she has is to first. She gets Courtney Marler, who drives in Jennings on that sacrifice bunt. Great job by Marler there. You can tell the Lady Bulldogs been practicing their bunt skills. It's a small part of the game, but it's definitely beneficial. It's bigger than you would think. Cleanup batter Zoe Neal at the plate. With 1 out and Macy Neal at third. Dynamic duo in the Neal sisters. Shows bunt. Oh, must have been a suicide. Didn't quite get it. Neal gets back. Oh, she rolled on the ball. She's going to be safe. She needs time. Squeeze play there. JoJo did her best to touch that one. Couldn't quite get it. As the throw goes under Macy, she kind of rolls over it. I hope she's okay down there. Talking to trainer Cade Canada and Nicole Goggin. Oh, and 1 now to Zoe Neal. Swings that foul ball straight back. What a cut by Zoe. Wanted all of that one, just missed it. 0-2 the count. See if she can battle here, get her one she likes, and drive it. Macy Neal seems to be okay down there at third base. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Hits that one high. Looks to be in foul territory. The right fielder is going to grab it. Macy Neal is going to tag up, and she is going to score. It's going to be a sac fly for JoJo there. Zoe's able to drive in Macy for the 5th run of the game here. 5-1. Lady Bulldogs have broken it open in the bottom of the 6th inning. Two outs. Mackenzie David at the plate. David is 2 for 3 in this one. Takes that high for a ball. Gives the Lady Bulldogs some wiggle room as they will try to shut down Delta State in the top of the 7th. Foul ball there from David. 1-1 the count, 2 outs. And Mallory Hildebrand on deck. Swing and a hot shot goes under the glove of the shortstop who kind of dove trying to get that, wasn't able to. Base hit for Mackenzie David, her 3rd of the game. That line drive kind of just sunk. Got past the shortstop, hit right on the screws. What a game so far for the 5th-year grad student from Scott, Louisiana. Another meeting at the mound for Delta State. And it looks like there's going to be a pinch runner. Haley Sipes from New Bern, Tennessee is going to pinch run for David. Sipes is a graduate of Dyer County High School. She's in her 2nd season here at Union after transferring from Dyersburg State Community College. Got some speed over there at first base. See if she maybe tries to steal a base here with 2 outs. Mallory Hildebrand at the plate. She's 1 for 3 with an RBI in this one.
Batting now, number 37, Mallory Hildebrand.
Getting a little chilly out there is Brian Wallen, 3rd base coach, kind of trying to keep warm down there. Swing. Foul ball straight back. These Lady Bulldog hitters are all over the ball tonight with 11 hits so far, 5 runs. Takes that one high. Catcher throws down, does not get Sipes at first. She didn't even have to dive, just kind of walked back to the base on that one. Just trying to keep her close. They know that she has speed, don't want her to get second. With 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Ball in the dirt, and Sipes will get to second base. She will be safe there. Two and 1 the count on Mallory Hildebrand, designated player in this one. She broke a 1-1 tie back in the bottom of the 3rd. See if she can drive in another run here. It's going to be a pop-up, shallow right and the right fielder makes a great grab on that one, diving into foul territory. What a play by Reagan Stafford. She has been great in this game for Delta State, making that diving play, leading off the game with a triple, scoring the only run for Delta State. Down to their last 3 outs here in the top of the 7th, see what they can do as Lainey Baker looks to get another complete game. We'll be back with you shortly.
Can I get some help?
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
When you hear our name, know that it comes with a promise to give back to the community that built us, a promise to provide a human touch in a world that is becoming more automated. Ever since we put our roots down in Jackson in 1996, we have aspired to be community-focused by supporting programs and organizations that are important to our city. At First Bank, it is our mission to be present in our community and to continue the belief that when you bank local, you get more. Member FDIC.
Back with you here at Besmeyer Field, home of the Union University Lady Bulldogs. We are in the top of the 7th in game 1 of a 3-game series between Delta State and Union. Lady Baker back on the mound for the Lady Bulldogs. She has 11 strikeouts so far in this game. Lady Bulldogs broke the game open in the bottom of the 6th, 5-1. Now, Union Baseball is also winning back behind us, 1-0 so far. Emma Collier at the plate. She takes that one for ball 1. She's had 2 at-bats in this game so far, struck out once. Looking to get something going here in the top of the 7th. Hits that ball on the screws right to second baseman. Briley Cornell loses it. She's not going to be able to get it over to first baseman Zoe Neal in time. And Collier's going to be on that error. Looks like we're going to have a pinch runner here. Still trying to figure out who that is. It's hard to see these numbers on the Delta State uniforms. With white on white, only thing kind of making the numbers different is a little black outline on their uniforms. Looks like the pinch runner is going to be number 3, Maddie Granberry, over at first. Bunt attempt there by McConnell. She is going to, it's going to be popped up. Zoe Neal is going to grab it, throws back to Briley Cornell at second. But Granberry is able to dive back in safely, so there's 1 out now, runner on first. And Caitlin Harmon at the plate.
Batting now, number 28, Caitlin Harmon.
It's not what you wanted if you're Delta State right now. Ball outside. Marler looks down at Granberry. Swing and a miss. 1-1 the count. 1 out here. Top of the 7th. In this GSC matchup between Union University and Delta State University. First baseman Caitlin Harmon at the plate. Swings, fouls that one back into the net. 1-2 the count. See if Lainey Baker can win this one. She has been excellent so far. Allowing only 1 hit, 1 run, and has 11 strikeouts. It's called strike 3, her 12th strikeout of the game, makes it 2 outs here in the top of the 7th inning. Delta State down to their final out. Alyssa Gover at the plate. She's been the center fielder in this one. What a performance by Lainey Baker. Following up her pitcher of the week performance. 15 strikeouts against West Alabama. It's going to be a foul ball back over towards the field house. 0-1. Nice crowd here in this Friday night matchup at Besmeyer Field. Strike on the outside corner. 0-2 here to Gover. Down to their final strike. And a ground ball foul down the right side. Zoe Neal's going to chase after it, bring that one back in to her pitcher. This must be wet, throwing it over to the catcher, Courtney Marler. A little damp out there tonight. Final strike. Take two. Swing and a miss. That is Baker's 13th strikeout of the game. She is going to be the winning pitcher in this one as the Lady Bulldogs hold on to win against Delta State 5-1 in Game 1. Tomorrow will be games 2 and 3 between these two teams, with first pitch for Game 1 scheduled to be at 1 p.m. and Game 2 will be following. In this one, the pitcher of record is going to be Lainey Baker for Union and Yasmin Jackson for Delta State. Baker had 13 strikeouts, allowed only 1 hit and 1 run. Morgan Jennings went 2 for 3. Mason Hill went 2 for 3. Courtney Marler went 1 for 2. Mackenzie David went 3 for 4. Mallory Hildebrand went 1 for 4. And Sarah Kate Thompson went 2 for 3. As the Lady Bulldogs combined for 11 hits and 5 runs. What a Game 1 here, folks. We'll be back with you tomorrow for Games 2 and 3. See if the Lady Bulldogs can at least win the series, hopefully sweep the Lady Statesmen of Delta State. My name is Grace White, and it's been a pleasure calling for y'all today. We'll see you tomorrow for Games 2 and 3.
Your life, your home,
Your business. Your future.
Focusing on you, West Tennessee Bank strives to serve its clients in every season of life. With vast experience in personal and business banking, we take pride in guiding you through significant events. At West Tennessee Bank, we help you realize your dreams.
West Tennessee Bank is a division of Decatur County Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC. West Tennessee Bank, focused on you.
Can I get some help?
Whatever they went through together.
Welcome, guys.
Life well planned. See what a Raymond James financial advisor can do for you.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
You trade in your car. You trade in your house. So why not get some equity back from your old HVAC system? McCoy's Heating and Air will now give you up to $2,000 trade-in for your old unit. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty with the purchase of a qualifying York system. That's right. Trade in your old unit and get up to $2,000. Plus a free 10-year parts and labor warranty. For a limited time, only from McCoy's Heating and Air.
The award-winning BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. Over 750,000 views in 2023. We're where you need to advertise. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and join over 4,500 subscribers watching local sports. The Jackson Rockabillys, Union University, Bethel, USJ, TCA, Jackson Christian, Sacred Heart, and Peabody. Multi-camera broadcasts, slow motion instant replay, on-screen scoreboard and graphics, and professional announcers. Thanks to our sponsors who make it all possible. The BallGame Blitz Sports Network from Worthy Road Studios. The premier sports broadcast network in West Tennessee.